So becoming a man does not mean you have thick beard, big muscular body, and like you have broad shoulders and deep voice. These things are like manly traits, but these things only does not decide that you are a man. So many people have these all things. They have thick beard and muscular body and the most deepest voice, but still by their actions they are not man. They in look wise, if you see them as a look, basically in look, they look like a man, like a real man, but from inside they are not a man. They are a little baby and no, little boy from inside. So some very important traits that are compulsory for a man that makes a man a man. These traits I'm going to explain in this video. So first is, if you are still a people pleaser, I mean, people pleaser is a meaning. The meaning of people pleaser is that you don't think anything about yourself. You put others at first. You put others' priorities above yourself. This is meant by people pleasing. Like, you have some work, you have purpose, you have goals, but still you can't say no to a person who is saying you to, let's have some fun, let's have some party, let's go and hang out somewhere, who is saying you and you are not able to say him no. That is called people pleasing. And this is the most common thing that boys make, but a real man never ever put some others' priorities first. They put their own priorities, their own goals, their purpose first. First their priorities, first their goals. After that, anything comes. Okay. So that is the first priority. That is the first trait a man should have. Second trait is health and looks. See, here is not only about health or not only about looks. Both are very compulsory for a man. A lot of people say that the looks maxing is not for men, but I say looks maxing is very important for a man. Like a real man always take care always take care of his looks, his health, his all things. The person who don't even groom himself, who don't even take care of himself, how he could how he could care, how he would care about anyone other else. So if you don't groom or don't take care of your looks, your health, your hygiene, that simply means that you are a careless person and you are not a man, because this does not contain in man manly trait. So second thing is to take care of your health, your hygiene, your looks. That is most important thing. Third thing is emotional maturity. So emotional maturity means not to suppress the emotions, not to, over control the emotions, but whether to use emotion, whether to express emotion, and whether to not to express emotions. That is simply meant by emotional maturity. Like where you have to be cold, where you have to be loud, where you have to be, aggressive. You should know. You should know where to control, where not to control your emotions. That is called emotional maturity in my POV. I'm not sure about that is the same meaning or not, but I think in my own opinion, this will be the emotional maturity. Like where you have to smile, you are smiling. Where you not have to smile, you don't smile. That is the main thing. So this is called emotional maturity, as my opinion. Okay, as my POV. The fourth thing is dopamine addict. You are dopamine addict. If you are so much dopamine addict, like Instagram and these all video games and these all stuffs, if you are addicted, most of the guys choose this dopamine to escape from the reality. In reality, you are a broke person. You don't have any money. You don't have any good lifestyle. You are just a broke loser person. But you choose Instagram, video game, and the other bad habits and the other things that gives you a huge amount of dopamine. That is cheap dopamine, and you are happy with that dopamine, and you are not uh, thinking to level up or even trying to level up yourself in real life. You are just watching these edited reels, luxury lifestyles, rich lifestyles, and you are not taking any actions. You are just addicted. You are just escaping and escaping from your reality and choosing that cheap dopamine that is not real. Last thing is relatable to this point, that is you are porn addict. Yeah, most of the guys in today's world, I think every second person are gooning, are masturbating, watching porn. So if you are one of them, that is not a manly trait. If this does not include in man trait, man behavior. Man never use his hand to ejaculate. A man should never use their hand to ejaculate, because that thing is made to reproduce, to to increase the population, not to just waste your that very what we say uh, co- costly, that is very costly, which you are just wasting, just either playing 4 times a day, and that is that is being made inside your body for a purpose. That purpose is to reproduce, to increase your uh, what do you say, I'm not remembering that word, but to increase your population, right? And you are choosing and you are choosing the easiest way, that is porn, that is masturbation, the easiest way to ejaculate. So that is not a manly behavior. So these things which we talked right now, that are manly traits, start to have these traits inside you, and applying these traits, applying these points in your um, life, in your personality. So I hope you got what I said. That's it for this video. Meet you in the next one. Bye.